It was a weekend to honor and celebrate the life of a legend. Former Bemidji State men's hockey head coach R.H. Bob Peters passed away on December 15th of 2021. This past Saturday, a celebration of Peters' life was held at the Beau Arts Ballroom on the campus of Bemidji State. Family, friends, and several BSU men's hockey alum came together to honor the legacy that Peters left behind. A standing room only crowd gathered at Hobson Memorial Union to share laughs, tears, and stories of R.H. Bob Peters.
If you people here that lived in this community or knew R.H. and you saw Old Blue was a 20-year-old vehicle that looked like it came off the showroom floor today. The white walls were sparkling white. It was fantastically polished, and that's what R.H. instilled in you. You take care of it. I earned that. I worked hard for it, and I'm going to take care of it.
As a coach at Bemidji State for 34 years, Peters earned every one of his 700-plus wins, 15 conference titles, and 13 national championships.
He knew how to lead, he knew how to mentor, and he knew how to motivate, and he made overachieving commonplace. Coach Peters was never going to be outcoached, and his teams were always going to be prepared physically and mentally, giving them the best opportunity for success.
With R.H., whether it was at BSU or at the hockey school, there was one way, and it was the right way. Wasn't the easy way, wasn't the cheap way, wasn't the shortcut way. It was the right way.
Aside from the coaching success, Peters was also an educator with a liking for history and poetry, an athletic director at Bemidji State who was instrumental in the beginning of the BSU women's hockey program and building the Sanford Center. But most notably, he was like a father figure to hundreds of young men that laced up their skates at Bemidji State.
You spent 4 years trying to figure out why you really didn't like the guy, because he made you do things that you didn't think he could do. And then you spent the rest of your life going, what a great guy. We love the guy. But for 4 years, he was like, God, I don't know if I want to stay here. He's so hard on you. Coach was a gentleman and taught us to be gentlemen and just to respect. And we had a video that I swear I cried more than I did when my father died. So it was very powerful.
He was the Herb Brooks before Herb Brooks, and what I mean by that is he wanted to put the team first, and if he had to use himself in a way that made him kind of separate himself from the team to bring that team closer together, he would do that, and we got fooled by it, and generations of us got fooled by it because it was kind of us against him. We'd prove him wrong, but instead he was kind of doing it to us, manipulating us. That's exactly what he wanted. He wanted us to, come together as a team.
His influence, I didn't really realize it when you're in the, you're in the midst of it, right? Until you can come back and get together with your peers, with your former teammates, and just, start telling stories and, what you experienced. Then you start to realize the profoundness of this, what this guy had on your life. It's amazing.
With the time he put in on and off the ice, R.H. Bob Peters will always be known as the architect of Bemidji State hockey. Quite the impact here on the Bemidji State hockey program and also in the community of Bemidji. There's also Barb Peters' daughter also spoke, Jamie Erb, former player, and Dr. James Benson, the former president at Bemidji, also said a lot of things. Can't fit everything with a guy like him in one story, but really, it was really cool to hear all the stories that everyone had to say about him.
Yeah, great story there, Chaz. And being around Bemidji for a while myself, I haven't gone to school here. I remember Big Blue. I definitely remember that, yeah.
Lakeland News is member-supported content. Please consider supporting Lakeland News today.